When you're setting up a distance learning environment or any kind of digital learning environment, even if you're in your classroom, it's extremely important that students know how and where to communicate effectively. We know that we don't really want them in their email inboxes. That seems to be the least efficient mode of communication. We do definitely want students emailing and asking good questions, but if there's these consistent and ongoing questions, having a centralized location like an FAQ is something that can really come in handy and help reduce that notification fatigue. So here on the screen, what I have is an example of an FAQ that we actually used at my building last year for teachers, because there were a lot of questions floating around because no one really knew what was going on. And so what we did is we set up an FAQ in Google Sheets. And here's how it works. So this is absolutely something you could do in your classroom. You just need to train your students to learn this one a little bit, or make sure that they're putting all of the questions here. So I have some different categories on here. That way it's easy for me as the teacher to see what some of these different questions are and where they're falling in. So if I click on like final grading, notice that it's automatically color coded here. And then here I can double click on this and I can select the date that I am inputting this question. I can type my name here. And I can type my question here. Now, everybody in the building had access to edit this, so they can come in here and anybody can answer this question. Just super awesome. So there you can crowdsource your different questions and students can be answering those different things. And there's this clear mode of communication. I have this set up so at least I did on the original one. I have this set up so that I can get notifications. If I come here just under tools and go to notification rules, it pulls up this window. Anytime that there are changes made to this Google document, or to this Google sheet, I can get an email instantly, or I can get a summary at the end of the day, every day, of any changes that were made. So I'm going to do this. That way I don't get spammed with emails, but at the end of the day, I'm going to get an email that summarizes all these things and will remind me to come check this sheet here, because anybody can come through and answer these questions. Maybe some of these questions are answered, so I can pop in here and answer them myself. Also, sometimes there could be inaccurate information here. So I have this final column protected, so I am the only one that can edit this. And if this person answered the question and I think that's a good answer and I have nothing to add to it, I can simply click this and it's highlighted green. Now every student knows that that is the correct answer. And so you can have this communication going through here. This is just one way to really solidify your communication into one place and streamline some of those different questions that students are going to have. You could break this down by week. You could break this down by content or by subject matter. Totally depends on what you would like to do in order to set this up for your students.